Okay, so we're starting off in the key of D flat or C sharp, same thing. Let's work in flats though for this. So we're in the key of D flat and we're starting off on the 4 chord. So, which is going to be a G flat in this case. And so obviously in that song we hear that bass line throughout the whole thing, which is just that type of thing. And so with your left hand, that is going to be the driving bass line. We're actually just going to be playing fourths basically with our left hand through that whole thing. So this is what the left hand looks like throughout the song. So you can hear that kind of. And then on the top of that, we just have. So it's actually just a chromatic type of scale. So we have that G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat. And then on the top note, we have D flat, D, E flat, F, F. So together it should sound like this. And then on the right hand, we hear that melody that goes along with the bass line, which is like that. So if we just played the bass line in the melody, it should sound like this. And that's basically the main thing that you're hearing, and we all just kind of have some add-ins to the chords that we're playing. So what I kind of did was this. So on the right hand, we're mimicking that bass line on the bottom. So we have that along with those, that note we played on the top, and then on the right hand, those top notes that I was playing, this. So those notes for that melody is just B flat, D flat, C, E flat, D flat. And then on the bottom we have just that bass line, that G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat. So we're starting off with a third and then playing that, that progression. And in the midst of that we have this F7 chord right here. That's just an F7. So the notes I have A, F, A, C, E flat, making an F7. And then that's going to be a B flat 7. So the notes I have are B flat, F, A flat, B flat, D flat, F. And that's the main chunk of the song. So together it should sound like this. I'll do it again, slower. To that F major 7, and then B flat 7. And that little chord on top is just a D flat 2, D flat add 2, I'm sorry. So we're playing that D flat with the 2 on top, and then that's going to be over a B flat and a D flat, sounding like that. And in terms of rhythm, the first time that he does it, it's going to be on beat 3 the first time. So if we're counting eighth notes for the sake of this, let's just do it that way. We're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's what he does the first time. The second time he does it on the and of 3. So it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the whole 2 bars, the first time it's on the 3 on the third beat, and the second one it's on the and of 3. So it switches up a little bit rhythmically, but that chord on top stays the same, which is just a D flat 2, D flat add 2 over B flat, D flat. So that should be the chord. So that's mainly the whole thing that I play throughout the whole song. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's mainly the whole thing. That little bass line that I tried to mimic was just kind of like this, like, you know, whatever it is, which is just gonna be that B. I had like a B flat, an F, another B flat, D flat, E flat, and I just kind of rolled that really quick just to try and mimic the sound and kind of have fun with it. So I just kind of rolled it back and forth and hit that low B flat, so like a, you know, whatever. And then I definitely kind of had that like, so again, it's just that same kind of chromatic bass line that we see throughout the whole song. Da, 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 da. You can kind of have fun with it. I kind of messed around with it a little bit, and I know he for sure has those notes in between that was kind of like, sorry, right? Sorry. Which is just a G flat, F, E flat, D. So kind of going descending. That type of thing. Yeah, and that's mainly the whole thing. On those oohs towards the end that I was playing, I had, it was just that same thing, so it doesn't really change. But then I kind of changed the inversions and I had that. So all I did was keep that same bass line that we've been playing, but change those notes on top, and the notes were just D flat, F flat, sorry, D flat, F, E flat, G flat, F. So it should be like this. Do it one more time. Sorry. Yeah, and that was kind of mainly the whole thing. And I ended, you know, with that chord. So yeah, that's gonna be the whole kind of